Once again, I start muted. Basically, I was just saying Dorinthia can't usually KO us in 2, although with so many hit and runs, it's a little bad. But we basically want to just fish for more silver, and then hopefully get the combo off the following turn as long as we don't die. We're at 14. This version of Dorinthia is usually only 2 good swings, but we should be fine. We can see their hand anyway, which is definitely helpful. So agility mics, go again, +2, another +2 and 4, so that'd be 4 then 6, so that's 10. Alright, so we should be fine. We'll pick Blade Flurry. Okay, we got 1 silver, which is definitely helpful. And we're set to try and get the combo as long as we don't take 14. That's Warrior Attack, so that was 13. They're at 13. If they know to use Brave or Braces... No, they didn't. Did they pump it with anything else? They didn't. Alright, well, we should be fine then. Yeah, gains go again. That just enables their second swing. They can only buff it for 4 now. But next turn they'll have the tokens, which is kind of bad. Hopefully we get the combo off. That's a reaction. So it's 7, 7 and then 4. Plus that was 2. Is this a... No, it's your next weapon, so they've already lost that. So they should have used the Brave Forge Braces. Tunic will be up. We could probably get away without Tunic, because we have so much silver and gold. Yeah, so we block with Tunic, we take the extra 2. But we should survive on 1. If I've played the cards right. It depends what they banish. Alright. Now we get to pop off. The question is, what do we use first? We want to pitch with cash in, but we also don't have the resources, so I think I'm going to pop the gold. No, that's actually bad. Sorry, undo. Pop the gold. Burn the blue, hopefully floats, get an attack. Rounds on me is fine, because we can fish. No, we can use cash in now. Pop this rounds on me, gets us 2 more cards. Then we can Art of War. Doesn't matter which one. Take the 2 and the go again. Very nasty surprise. There's Encore, so we have the combo, so we're fine now. So that's perfect. We don't need Lead the Charge because we have the Art of War. We can get rid of Lead the Charge, hope for an attack. Right, then we can Art of War again, go buff, draw 2. Ripple away. We have the Tome, which means I want to cash in the silver, I think. No, I'd rather just draw off silver, but we're in a really bad spot. So I need to Mage Master, pay with the cash in, use Tome, hope for some blues, pop silver, pop silver. Yeah, and now we're fine. So we can go Final Act off of Encore first, because then we can pitch for the next Final Act. Yeah, so 18 and then 20. So if they can't block 18, we'll be fine. Problem is it does break up the chain. So that can't block again. They have 1 there, and they have 1. So they only have an extra 2 blocks, it's not that bad. It should be our win. Right, and then we Encore. And then we Final Act. So I need to block 9. So they'll be close to. Oh, they're 1 off. But the nice thing is we have Talishar. So we can just start swinging. Still gonna be a close match, unfortunately. We definitely want the Encore back. And then just the attacks. Hopefully we can clutch it. They're swinging. We get to block now. We need 2 for the weapon. So then, I guess we ditch the tome or ditch the lead the charge. Lead the charge goes with tome. It's almost like we take the 2, but I don't want to take the 2. We hope for something off the Golgarian tome, I think. Gutted that we were 1 off. And they can swing twice. Damn. Okay, so we're just swinging, unfortunately. Wage Gold is a bigger attack though, but we can't play it. Well, I take it back. I think we've actually lost this. I think we're just shy on the damage. The rear guard is nice. We also don't need it. It'd be better if it could gain us life. The question is, do they have a reaction? And usually the reaction it is 2, so you're not defending with Rally, the rear guard is better. Also, I was meant to just undo block. Right, because now we can proc the instant if they react. Yeah. Let's go again, which is unfortunate. Problem is we need to keep a blue for the Wage Gold. So it depends on what's the other card in their hand. No, it doesn't, because we have to double block. Yeah, so we're just significantly on the back foot now. Damn. So close. So we got the combo off, so I'm happy. Alright, so we're making an Illusionist deck, and we're using a 3-card combo, which I need to remember what they are. Fractal Replication, and, sorry, 4-card, including a piece of equipment. Phantasmal Symbiosis, I think was the other one. Phantasmal... There, yeah, perfect. So we'll go over what this combo means. So it is pretty interesting. Alright. So, nice and simple. You use Phantasmal Symbiosis with Dreamweaver to get your first attack. And it says, when this attack's name card, cards with that name are illusionist until the end of your turn. So, you can name any generic card and turn it into an illusionist attack action for the round. And the reason that's important is then you have Fractal Replication, which says when you play or defend, it gains the base abilities of all illusionist attack action cards on the combat chain. So, if you were to, for instance, Phantasmal Symbiosis, something like Tenacity, although you should probably pick something with Go Again, you could then stack the Tenacity effects onto Fractal Replication. There's probably a better attack. The other one I was thinking is Dromai with Red Hot. So then you can double down the Rapture effects. And for instance, if you can then get 2 Fractal Replications off, well, it doubles up again. So you could do a lot of burn damage with Red Hot, as long as you're sticking in red, which shouldn't be too hard. There's some draw that you want to take. Also, that's the ones in the inventory. Alright, yeah, this was just set up so I could test it in Talishar with the right draw. Right, so basically, Phantasmal Symbiosis, again, you need some form of Go Again. Snapdragon Scalers will do it. Dreamweaver to get rid of the Phantasm, so you can't get popped. and then a bunch of normal red cards into the lead the charge, time snap potion, something to gain those action points, into red hot, and then a fractal replication, and if you really want to top it off, another fractal replication. Something like that is the go that I'm thinking. There's probably still, though, a better prime card to turn into an illusionist. Basically, we're just looking for something with a strong base effect. But it's a combo deck, and that's what I'm for. So what we should do is go cards and just look through the generic slot. Class? Is it class? Not class. No, generic. Generic is one. So generic, and then we also want attacks. So we want preferably something with go again, and then just something with a second strong-ish effect. Even if it's just draw, like Snatch, I can still see that being a nice combo. No, we'll thin this down, we'll do go again. If I can find it. It would be keyword. Are these, they are alphabetized horizontally though, right? Yeah, so go again. Okay, so what's the strongest attack with go again? I mean, last ditch effort would be insane. If you could get to that point. But milling your whole deck is kind of hard. You also have give and take, that's an interesting one. Base abilities, so stuff like Fire Breather doesn't work. Rouse the Ancients also not so good. Riptide, we're going first. They're trying to react to us, but we have nothing for them to react against. This is not a good hand. Get rid of that. And I don't want to play anything. Then that lets them stick stuff in their arsenal, right? Yeah. So we'll just pass. We'll stick Tome to the arsenal. I should probably put the Nasty Surprise there, because they should have a decent amount of arsenal destruction. Whenever they play, lose one. Not a big deal. We don't care for our hand anyway, so I want to get rid of it. We're basically just playing pick a card. I'm sure they have some sort of buff. They don't have Dominate like Azalea. Are they doing something else? Do they have any form of go again? They don't, so I want to get rid of that as well. Actually, no, not Perch Grapplers. No, they don't. That's it. Right? Yeah. I just pick cards. At least now, I actually really like the card for being able to see your opponent's hand and then react. What instant do they have? They have a Premeditate, they have Inertia we don't care about, they have Healing, and then just a Bolt and Shot. So the Premeditate, if they have something good in their arsenal, is the issue. Alright, we got a silver, it's better than nothing. Keeping a resource for the Tome could have been good as well. But I'd kind of rather hold it for the combo, or when we take some significant damage. It's the same thing again, we're just trying to get rid of the attacks. I guess even this round's on me. And you can just play pick a card again, take this slow. So I think they're just buffing Bolt and Shot from the looks of it. Because they're, well actually, they don't have resources, so it doesn't matter what the other card in their arsenal was. So we are getting Inertia. Inertia, from what I remember, I don't care about. But we're basically just playing Wage Gold again. Sorry, pick a card again. The nice thing is, Tunic's up now as well. So as long as we draw correct on the next one, which is actually kind of nice. So we lose a Tome, but we get a full draw, which is fine. We just lose our arsenal slot, I suppose. Although we can just Tunic the Tome and hope for nothing great. What do they have? Blood Rot, Collapsing Trap. Why -1. It's okay. Means we have to have part of the combo in our arsenal, so that's worrisome. Use all hero card effects and activate abilities. Hero doesn't matter. Collapsing Trap's the bad card. So yeah, the question is, do I play Tome or do I cycle it back? It stacks the deck better in our favor, so I guess we just hold on to Tunic. Alright, so that's better, but knowing they have Collapsing Trap, we have to get a Final Act into our arsenal. So we have to play the first one from hand, and then have the other one ready to go. So that is a bit unfortunate. But we have some decent block. We're probably taking the Blood Rot though. Getting this error again, unfortunately. Alright, so it's doing 9. And we can get to 7 plus heal if I get rid of the cash in. So the question is, we do that, we take 5, we actually only take 4, so we're at 12. So whether or not they can do 12 next turn, then we also don't have the resources for Blood Rot, so we take, is it 2 or 3? So that's also bad. So in which case I should probably discard the cash in. If it's 3, at least when we can Tunic and cash in, which makes it better. There's also the option of Rally the Rearguard. But I don't think that's right, because we don't actually want it in the graveyard, because of Collapsing Trap. Because they haven't pitched it, so it's still in their hand. We might have turtled too much. It's take 2 for 3. We could fish for a card. I think we hope to survive 10 damage. We'd have to Tunic and get rid of the cash in. There's everything we need, but we just have to survive. Gonna be something strong. It's Remorseless. Oh, that loses us the game. Because we can't draw, we can't pitch into it. Because it's action cards. There was a hope. Right, how much is it doing? It's doing 12. So I could have got away with... I would have had to block with something and Tunic. But then we died to the effect anyway. So they had 2 copies and they drew them both. And they shut us down both times. Oh well. Alright, so what would we want to use? Performance bonus to create a bunch of gold. That's kind of a cool concept as well. But then it has to be in the arsenal. Overload, just massive dominate. Not saying anything that super stands out. Like Last Ditch Effort is the only combo that I think would be great, but it has to be the last card in your deck. Well, yeah, I have to have no cards in your deck. So could you turtle long enough to completely thin out your deck? I don't think so. Maybe in Class Constructed, but then you'd also have to keep all the combo pieces and pitch them back. And it would be what? It would be an 8 into an 8. And if you get a third one off, I suppose, or if you get 2 last-ditch efforts. And the 3 cost is also bad. To be honest, in Lion Strike is probably the go, but then you'd have to get rid of a card. No. Brandish. But it has to hit to get the buff. Belittle that you can't run enough Minnowisms. Alright, we have to get rid of Go again. There's not enough good stuff with Go again. What is the best attack possible? Whitepox would be interesting if you could make sure it landed. It's looking like there is just not a good option, and Hot Streak is the best choice. You could definitely do like a gold setup though. I do like the idea of tenacity. But even if they fully block, so 4 pieces of armor, 4 pieces of cards in hand, 8 Vision Blood, that would still only be 10 damage. It'll be 10 from tenacity, and then if you get another tenacity, another 10. And if you get fractal replication off, it would be 20. Then you also have to make sure not to break the chain. Makes it a bit hard. Lead the Charge works, especially in Dromai, because you can play anything for the action points. So you can have the effect up. Right, so if you had 2 Lead the Charges, you pop the Lead the Charges, you keep the effect running. At some point you gain the 2 action points. So that enables you to extend twice. So you could do Tenacity into Fractal Replication. And then have Snapdragon Scalers for the first card. That's definitely easier than trying to get to the correct chain link as Dromai. I'm still thinking in Blitz. So that would be the combo. Oh, we're against China. Probably gonna get beat down. China's a good deck now. Alright, well, a double flail. That's interesting. You get the draw. That's bad. Could burn the Lead the Charge just to hopefully draw something. And then stash the cash in. No, stash is fine because even if it's destroyed, then we have Encore. Don't like burning the Lead the Charge, but we need some sort of draw. Right, we have a blue and we have an attack, so that's... No, unmovable's an attack. We have 2 blues into cash in. So we use cash in, but I don't think we go for the combo. Well, we have the Encore. We only have to draw an Encore or a Final Act. They picked draw a card. They can Snapdragon Scalar it. They can still do big things. Just tank the damage. We can China play with 3 cards. Any of the new 4 costs. So that's really all that matters. But it's still probably like another 7 damage. As long as it's not CNC at this point, otherwise we've committed too much. Imperial Ledger. Oh my god. I need to know. The only reason they'd want Imperial Ledger is if they have the Blood on Her Hands combo. Hopefully they accept so I can ask. Ah. Cashin's still the right call. So we can draw off the Art of War. And then at worst we swing into a small final act. Sorry, final act into a swing, same thing. I really want to know if they're Blood on Her Hands. They have to be. It's the only thing that makes sense. We could also try and get gold. What's the best course of action? Or even, I guess, ripple away into a final act? That would allow us to pitch 1 more card and let me look, which does help. We'll also burn the point with the Mage Master Boots, or burn the point with the gold. You know what? Do gold. We'll overcommit. We might get something salvaged. We might get Tome. We get the Encore. Alright, I guess we're doing 2 small final acts. Alright. They have the defense now, unfortunately, though. I don't want to chat. Oh, they are! But they have to get rid of it. Now I feel bad. Because I like their combo, and I want to see it work. They don't have the copper generated. So we can't put them too low or else they can't swing. That's amazing to see. And we stash the performance bonus. So, for reference, target one-handed has go again and may attack twice this turn. Right? And then obviously the flails are for free. So if you throw in some buffs from like Dorinthia, you can get some decent damage with the flails. We used to try it. We didn't have much luck though. You get beat down to the point where you don't have enough HP to spend. Look at that. Combo again. You can have your 1 damage and your 1 enchant. I missed them play High Striker, but that's fine. I wanna see them get it off. This is a tome. Alright, performance bonus first, see if we get the gold. We'll give him 1 turn to get off. Unless they give me the gold. We'll give him one turn. I want to see it. It's obviously not the correct thing to do, but again, I don't care about winning. I want fun. I want combo fun. Please have the other blood on hands, please. Please find it. Did you pay with the copy? You did, right? Because you only... Well, technically I like 4. 4 for blood on hands is really good, because then you can obviously pick Go Again and they attack twice on both. Sigil's just healing. I don't think they have it, but I think they're out of range, which is great. They didn't put a card in their arsenal, interestingly. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter when you're at that point. Alright. I don't think we'll beat them down, so I'm still satisfied. I mean, we can look at their hand and see if they have a combo. We don't have our extender, which is a bit unfortunate. So use the yellow pick a card and hope for silver. And then if not, we can play this round on me. Okay, look at that. So they have V of the Vanguard. Is that what I'm thinking about? No, that's just... That's a bad card. That's not the one I'm thinking about. There's a Bolton one that buffs your weapon. That's the one you want to play. And there's also one that allows you to attack. This is now very much a mixed bag deck. We still got 2 silver off of that. That's insane. But we got the red pick card. That's bad. So I think, do we want to draw with this rounds on me, or do we just... We give him 1 extra card. It kind of makes a difference at this point, but... Yeah, sure. Probably the rear guard, at least it's another draw. Unfortunately unmovable, so that almost ends our streak unless we get luck again. They got wage gold. We kind of just grabbed everything. Problem is now we don't have an attack for Art of War if we get the second one anyway. We need to lead the charge. We get pick a card. So I guess we just play pick a card. And then just swing with 1 final act. What is this luck with alluring inducement? We pitch the... No, we don't pitch the Encore. We have silver for another attempt at some point. We just do 15. Either tank it or sink some of their hand. Gutted that we forced them to get rid of 1 blood in their hands. And Eloquence is perfect for that as well. So I guess, aggressively, they just play Shakedown. Instead of working towards their objective. What do we want back? I mean, we've had great pick card luck. So I guess we do that, and then the attacks. We have 2 silver, a tome, and lead the charge. We can kind of do another one. But unless we get the 2 together, it's really not going to sink in. I know they don't have attack reactions. But they can use Van Brace to proc it. They get to banish color. So that is bad. I would have liked to play pick guard. I should have actually done lead charge. and tried to fish for more silver. I don't even think I swing. I think we're just waiting for the opening. There's the other big card, that's kind of nice. Klloo, I strike again. I will give you the copper every single time, because either I win by final act, or hopefully you win by blood on hands. Man and Conquer. That is troublesome. Now we can block with that as well, and we can discard the lead the charge to get to 6. We have to preserve the Encore. Big card. So yeah, there you go. Steel Blade Supremacy is what they want into it. So they probably just double heist. No, because they have to get rid of Steel Blade Supremacy. So it does count colors. See, this says named card, so I would read that as it should be either color. I feel like in the past we've had it work off either color. Just double eye striker, swing, I'll let you have it. I mean, they must be getting near the other one. I don't think we can do enough damage at this point either. They activated, they get 4 copper. That's plenty. Have it. I mean, technically, if we put them low enough, they will KO themselves with the flails. Choose any number. I'd like the draw card too. But we're probably taking too much damage at this point. Ah, it's fine. I mean, what's even left in our deck? We have another Art of War, we have the other Tome. There's no way, I don't run Remembrance. See, that's why you want Remembrance for these long games. Also, it's bugged. It'll pass eventually. I assume it's just my internet. Come on. Let me pass. Let them draw. Let them find blood on their hands. Well, hopefully they haven't disconnected. Oh, finally. They didn't draw, they only wanted to quicken. That's unfortunate. Do we just go for the combo? Is there a way for us to load up on a resource? I mean, we can chain this into an Encore, I suppose. So we can play a 2 attack. 2 attack. Wait, 1 resource, no, it doesn't matter. Well, I guess we try and get something going with the Quicken. There's the Art of War. That lets us float resources. Is it you may? No, it's destroy. So that actually makes Art of War bad, because I want to attack first. How to do this then? Or I can keep the correct resources. So if we play wage gold, we have to attack. I guess you just swing. That's the only way this works. That we benefit from Quicken and can take the go again. But I don't really care for the +1. Let me get rid of the other one. We hope to draw into an attack to follow up. This is the cash out finally. I feel like we're going too low though. We should have basically all blues left though. And encore, one tome, that's enough to do the combo. So we're just hoping we continuously draw blues. I mean, it's 2 guaranteed blues, so I think we keep them at the top. There's nothing else in our deck we want. We've gone rid of both lead the charges. We're out of other draw options. I should have picked the buff. I mean, we'll be able to play tome afterwards. That's not bad, doing 17. I mean, we nuke their hand, so if they had blood on their hands, they don't have that going for them anymore, but we're also out. I suppose we still have the wage gold attacks and normal attacks, but I don't think in this scenario we can do it. But they didn't find blood on their hands, which is good. Ripple away and pick a card. The card no longer matters, but I guess just pushing damage. So we want all the heavy hitting attacks. And we either just block their attacks and wait for them to swing themselves to oblivion. So it looks like they don't run the big attacks. It looks like they are really just trying to get blood on hands off. They had another sigil? No, they had tome. Problem is we don't combo well any of our attacks. I guess we just go with whatever the biggest attack is at the point. I guess keep rally the rear guard. Just slowly whittle them down. They have a fair opportunity. They get blood on hands. How many swings would it be? 2 from the Durinthi attack. Then make it a 3. So every 3 damage they do to us, they take 1. Well, they can win, if that is strictly what they're going for. I can't remember if they got rid of it. 2 guns on me helps them out, which we kind of want to do. So, unfortunately, at this point, we're not letting you attack. Right, you either win by blood on hands, or you don't win. Plain and simple. I guess we keep rally the rear guard as our next attack. Out of equipment. I don't think they can manage. Yeah, at this point they're taking too much damage. This is the one we were talking about earlier. So until the end of turn, weapons control get +1. Don't care about the on-hit effects, and don't really care about the charge. It's still +1 to both weapons, which makes it strong. Then 2, and then Blood on Our Hands. Do they have it? Steel Blade Supremacy, do they have it? They do. What can we do? There's no, like, congratulations. Right, so then they can Blood on Our Hands, spend your copper. They had 6, so they can pick both weapons all 3 times. So it gets a +1, they get go again, they get attack twice. Right? Now, on Talishar, you can stack it all on one weapon. Obviously, twice means twice, so this is the correct way to do it. Now, the problem is, they have 4 swings, they'll be on 1. I'm pretty sure we can survive this, especially if we get low enough and do like Ferndale's Spirits. So, I guess we just start letting the damage through, and then blocking. But I know they have... I guess they didn't have the resources for the Dorinthia, which is unfortunate. Also, I can't remember, does this mill their deck, which is just reveal? Put it to the bottom. Oh, they get the rune chant damage as well, so that is problematic. That is actually really problematic. So, is that worth it? It perfectly blocks, which makes us a bit better. But we're not low enough for Fighting Spirit to trigger. That's 1 block. I guess that's 1 block. Right, and this shuts down the Arcane. But we need... The last one will do 4. Which is not good enough. We needed a 0-cost attack to then attack. But they're out of their options, I suppose. We don't have to do that. We then have to fully block. They don't get the rune chant token. Then the last one gives them an out, actually, because I have the rune chant and I can't block it next turn. So I messed up the order, definitely. Because I needed the 1 point from the Ferndale's Spirit. Because we can't attack. So if they just swing with the flail, it's game. Still, we got to see Blood on Hand, so I'm very satisfied. Yeah. So with Steel Blade Supremacy, the combo could be really good, but you can't get to the right resources or the card hand. I mean, there was that one turn where they had like 6. So I think you could tweak it, especially with cards nowadays. It's been a while since we have visited it, but there's probably a way to get enough cards, especially with the Crown of Dominion over Balance of Justice. So you have that gold. That gold into cash in is probably your best bet, right? Because it's the positive draw or even floating the resource into the actual effects. But that is fantastic to see. I'm glad there are people playing combos like me. Thanks. Alright. That was a very long game, wasn't it? Probably spent some time going over the deck. You know what? Why don't we show this off? Because I do like it. We'll see if we can get the correct setup. Open format, single player. The only issue is, even with a minuscule deck like this, to draw correctly. Leave it was set up so I could show it off. Basically, you set up the potions. It doesn't matter what you add to your arsenal. Right, so the cash-in's the best we can get. Pay the gold. Is this correct? So, Time Snap, Symbiosis. No, Symbiosis, Snapdragon's the first one. I guess Pitch. The Red Hot? No, but we don't have the 2 resources for the Red Hot. I need the energy pot to make this work. Or Flamescale Furnace. Right, so Flamescale Furnace is what you'd use in a proper match. You'd use the normal draw engines that we have in Malady. We have... Again, it's like the go-to. It's the only draw engine. Right? Armed War, Tome, Mage Master Boots, and Cash In. But we'll make a new one. and see if we can get this to show it off. We need both the energy potion and the time snap to show it off correctly. Which we didn't get again. We'll draw it eventually. There's a chance. Show me the energy pot. Nope. Ah, God. I messed up. Also, I think I was meant to leave, not do what I just did. Single player. Time snap, energy pot. Right. We're in business. As long as I don't draw the other cash in. I don't know why I'm having both of them. I think it was just in case, but I've got the other anti-pot as well. Get that out of my hands. But I just want to show this off. There's Inflame. So we're missing one Inflame. And then we're fine. Alright, so you cash in. Pay with the gold to go positive. Yeah, this will do. Will it? No, you need both names. We can get close, that's fine. Right, so you can then use Dreamweaver. Right, next Illusionist doesn't have Phantasm. You can do Symbiosis. Pitch, doesn't really matter. Actually, was I meant to use? No. You pitch one card. So we pitch a Fractal. Right, so Chain Link 1. You can then name Red Hot. Chain Link 2 is Inflame. I didn't use the Snapdragons. Alright, let's try this again. Dreamweaver is active. Symbiosis. Chain Link 1. Get rid of Red Hot. Too costly. Name Red Hot. Submit. Then use the Snapdragon Scalers. Right, so that's Chain Link 1. Chain Link 2, Inflame. Ah, God. I keep messing up. Just have to learn the combo. So we have to crack the time snap potions. I think you just use everything actually. Right, so Dreamweaver as well. Don't pop the gold. Cash in the gold. Right. Now we're in business. So Phantasmal Symbiosis. Name Red Hot. Submit. Snapdragon Scalers to give it a go again. Even though we have action points, it's fine. Right. Now we can go Inflame for Chain Link 2. Then Chain Link 3. It's not the best showing of the combo. And then a Fractal Replication. And as by the revealed cards, it picks up the effect of Red Hot. It also grabs the effect of Phantasmal Symbiosis, which means you can then name the other cards on the chain link. So if you have two good cards, you could then double down. And if you can get that second Fractal Replication off, you could then benefit from Hot Streak, sorry, Red Hot, and whatever other card you're playing. So the concept of this is to turn it into a burn deck using the effect of Red Hot to try and hit your opponent for a ton of damage. Because if you can do two Red Hots into a Fractal Replication, that would then be 4, 5, 9. No, 4, 5, and then it's a 6, 6. Yeah, because it doubles twice. So it'd be 12 and 9, that'll be 21 points of damage. So it's definitely an interesting concept. Like all my combos, putting into actual practice is the big question. But like, for instance, now we could name Inflame, or whatever the previous card is, and then the next fractal replication, if you could get it, would then benefit from both Red Hot and the previous named card. Oh, you can burn yourself in the face, that's interesting. But yeah, so Inflame I don't think does much. That's just the Phoenix Flame. But the big crux will be getting enough resources to actually combo this together, and also you need the extenders. So that's where Lead the Charge comes into handy. Hey, Sergeant Rob. And then there's also trying to build it around Tenacity, especially with Droma on the way out, because I do think combo decks above all would perform a bit better in Classic Constructed, right? 3 of a kind, plus then the extra life. So Tenacity would be a fun one, right? So it'd be the same concept. Phantasmal Symbiosis to turn Tenacity into an Illusionist card, then Tenacity, then Fractal Replication. The nice thing about this sequence, though, is you don't have to get to that rupture point, as with Dromine. So, but you do have to get your opponent to block. So the third concept that I'm thinking is we build a Fatigue deck, and we use Fatigue Prism to then use Last Ditch Effort as the combo. Because Last Ditch Effort is 3 cost, but Fractal Replication is not. So if you could then go Phantasmal Symbiosis, Dreamweaver, Snapdragon, then you go at Last Ditch Effort, Fractal Replication. That could be good. Anyway, back to Melody. I'll think about it some more. You also do have the Phantasmal issue, thinking about it. Right, because this is... The exact wording is base ability. So even if Phantasmal Symbiosis loses the Dreamweavers, and can't gain. Next lose attack each card plays turn loses and can't gain. Oh, awesome! I finally found one too. Fluke and Box had one, so I snagged that. But yeah, fantastic. You gonna let your kid play with it? Or is it for you? Or are you keeping the Cold War and they can tear open, and tear through the round table and mess with the deck however they want? The nice thing is we do have stuff like Phantasmal Footsteps. First time you control is destroyed, but then you have to bait your opponents into getting you the action points. It's definitely going to be a showpiece. I assume it will age well too. Because even with their whole thing about, you know, revisiting it at some point, I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't. Because if you think about it, it's taken this long for Brethren. We still have Klloo, we still have Ira if they do a cultural Ira. And then I assume we'd get another stylization of this product. So I don't see them actually reprinting a Melody Cold Foil for a long time. As long as he's having fun, right? Mine's in the mail. And then I also got a Cold Foil gold token. So my Melody deck will be fully blinged out at this point. Oops. My bad. I was paying attention. Although I don't think I was off that long, right? So, we got the whole token set, copper, silver, gold, even though we don't really play with copper anymore. Well, the version I play doesn't. What were the other... There's nothing too extreme to find, right? Because it's just tunic, crown... Although I do like the extended art blossom spring, which serves the same purpose, because you're really only ever going to get the tunic off once. The only upside is that you can cash it out. So aside from the melody, I don't think there's any super collectible piece for the deck. I mean, crown, I assume once Dromai goes, crown will drop down a lot as well. So maybe I should sell it and then buy it back. I guess Eye, if you want to run Eye, but that's pretty optional. Yeah, overall, this is just a pretty cheap, fun deck. Rhino rocking up with the melody gear. That's just funny to me. Oh, awesome, you and I. I think, for me, the Eye's the best artwork. I don't know, I just like blues. I'm actually not the biggest fan of the heart. Alright, I'm looking through Illusionist gear. I think just Snapdragon Scalers is still the best. Eh. As long as you're having fun. As long as you're not in the red. Nothing wrong with broke. Don't care about Ward. Round of Reflection could be interesting. Yeah, I'm the type of guy. You worry about it once you're at that point. Although I am kinda anal about it. I have to be like a few months ahead. So like current me is broke, but current me also doesn't have to worry. Alright, Azalea. Azalea's horrible. A lot of cards to shut us down. But we're going first. Everyone's nice enough. Let us go first. Let's see if we get the silver. Yeah. That shuts down the combo. Nothing else does. It picked every card but the card. Fantastic. And then we just burn the Ripple away. We don't want to give him anything to react to. They also have Arsenal Destruction. Go put the Final Act. We need the cards. So they're... Oh, right. Oh, they used the Hood. Well, we know they're playing Red in the Ledger. I mean, that's not bad. We can't go for it this turn, though, if they do. So it's +6. They get Opt, and they get Reload. They could have drawn into a Lucky Arrow, I suppose. It's going to be a massive Red in the Ledger. Right from the get-go. I guess we pitch the Eye for the brothers. Yeah, 14. Luckily they didn't get Dominate though. Alright. It's not much block, but it's something. Do that. Check with the eye. Cash in and pick a card. Well, if we go for the combo, we can't use pick a card. But we do want to cash in. So we're hoping they don't just destroy us next turn. And then we can go for the combo. I have a feeling they probably will just destroy us next turn. Alright, 12 is a rough spot against Azalea. We have an attack for Art of War. We have gold or blues for cash in. We're in a nice spot to go for it. 3 damage, that's not a good start. 6 damage, that's not a good start. And they got rid of a 4 damage one. Well, it's only 4. Ah, there's the killer. No, they didn't use Nimblism, so it's doing 10. We do survive, we get the Frailty. Frailty doesn't matter till the end of turn. So I guess we take the 10. We know it's Nimblism because they played it, so we don't have to worry about the Snapdragon Scalers. Though technically they could Bullseye and then Azalea, right? No, that's not the... Is that the Arsenal one? Yeah, it is. But that doesn't matter. So we're hoping they don't get a 0 cost. Oh well. It was a good attempt. I mean, the Frailty also. Well, 2 damage is not a big deal. It's 1 pitch card. It has Dominate, so we can live with 1. I can use the gold to replenish my hand, but then I don't think we're going to do enough damage. We'll try, I suppose. This hits a hero put a -1 counter on equipment they control. But that only gets destroyed if you defend with it, so that's fine. Alright. There's a 1 life dream, but it's probably not going to pan out. We're -2, and we're going to be -2 because of the gold. But we need to replenish their hand. Well, actually, Tunic's up, so we could Art of War first. I guess that's the better call. The Art of War, get rid of the Nasty Surprise, hope for 2 blues to then cash in. Alright. There's the draw 2, there's the go again. Get rid of Nasty Surprise. Lead the charge is wrong. That is also wrong. Alright, so we have to cash in the gold. Which means we're already at 0 pitch, so it's not going to be a big final act, unfortunately. But there's the encore. We have all the pieces, we're just definitely not going to do enough damage. So Mage Master Boots. Pitch to lead the charge. Still lets us play Tome. That's something. Come on, blues. Cash out is kind of salvaging. But we still can't float resources, which is the issue. Right. We need a good blue streak here. Well, that sucks. Have to get really out of war then. I have more than 50% blues in the deck. The game hates me, and we can't even do 2 final acts. It needed to be a blue into a blue. So I guess we pitch the 2 and do 1 final act. Or we get lucky and draw the other final act. No. We'd be 1 resource short anyway. We might as well pick a card first. They have endless arrows, but they just have arrows. They don't have any buffs. But we're on 1 anyway. Alright, well that was just a strictly unlucky game. We drew one blue. I mean, it does also mean everything's available to get the combo off again, if we somehow survive. Well, there's the other final act. We're 2 cards away. 2 and 4, and if it hits, we lose 1. They're both 2, so it doesn't matter. I think they're going to end this arrow, right? I just bong shot for 5. Cool. So bong shots. They still get reload. Does it have to go again? Yeah. Sorry, they don't get the reload, but it has to go again. They still have... What is this? Crow Nest? Arrow face up into your arsenal from your deck. Whenever. No, whenever. Actually, we do survive. But probably not twice in a row. We can heal a little. Problem is, we can only play 1 unmovable. And there's still a huge arrow coming. Kinda need to keep both blues, but we can't. Suppose I could play 1 unmovable, pitch 1 card, then play the other unmovable. That's the same thing. We're fighting, gritting our teeth, trying. But a 13 probably does it. Cool. I always love looking at the time split. Malady making Blitz, what, 150% times longer? No, 200%. It's a straight 200%. Alright, we can go back to trying to beat out this illusionist combo. So I know with Lead the Charge, we're pretty much sorted. Right, because we play anything, we get an action point. We don't have to worry about blue pitching. So it's basically Lead the Charge. Wait, no. If we... Snapdragons is 1. How can we get go again? No worries, Rob. Thanks for dropping by. Congrats on the cards. It's always great to boost your collection, right? Enjoy your sleep. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's just letting us go first. Weirdly enough. I mean, the Hope Merchant's Hood would have came in handy in the last game. I think Last Ditch Effort is kind of the play. I mean, Prism does have some good fatigue options too. They are having a lot of damage. Actually, no, not that much. Because they don't have the Tiger. They have the Pouncing Paw to create one, yeah. Stab Wound. We got one. So we can draw off a tome, or we can just stash it. Like, we stash it. Means we can recover. We can probably squeeze this to turn 3. We play everything correct. I mean, I could get rid of the tunic, actually. Alright, we have to block every second attack, basically. Yeah. A row to hit. So as long as we don't let every second one through, they don't get the mask. And we know they don't have any attack reactions. So I do think we have to ditch the tunic against this one. We have to save Brother-in-Arms for something else, or play a movable into something. Because we can't get rid of Art of War and cash in. And if we can keep one yellow, if need be, we can play Tome next turn. They have a +1 there, and then they have the Crouching Tiger. Crouching Tiger does become an issue. We know Stab Wound costs too much. We'll sink the Tunic. I almost feel like taking something else here. Something more defensive. Because we really only want to cash it out. The resource is handy, but it's never something to bank on. Alright, then they growl. 2. So we let that through, and then we block the next attack. Right, I forgot about Katsu's ability. I think they're going to get the Mask Momentum off anyway, and I should probably just take the damage and go for it. We're in Art of War with the Brothers-in-Arms, we have the Tome, we have a decent chunk of draw. Yeah, maybe I should have let it through. Because it's not going to be enough damage. Yeah, maybe I was wrong to get rid of the Tunic. 1 silver down for cash out. I think if we are trying to stretch it to the 3rd turn, that's fine. Oh. Yeah, no, that was definitely a mistake. Or maybe it would have gone differently if they got the draw. I mean, both daggers did hits, right? So that was a decent chunk of damage. Or did we... No, we blocked one, didn't we? Alright, I suppose we just go for it then. Probably not the right call, not having any pieces. The healing is definitely right, though. Both Art of Wars is a good sign, though. I think this is a problem, though. I commit to the combo too early, and I should be trying to stretch it out. Got cash out, tome, combo piece, something. You know what, I should have held when I had only 1 Art of War. That would have been correct too. We don't have the 2 Art of Wars now, so I don't have to worry about drawing attacks. This is fine. We're still missing the Encore. There's the Encore. So, is there any way we can extend this a little bit further? If I can get a silver, we can. So I guess we do pick card. Don't have any copies. We got 1 silver. Draw blue. Time still works, right? Because we need 3. 1, 1, 1. Yeah. Alright, so then we can... Final act. It's not huge, though. The damage, I mean. I think we could have got it bigger if we just waited. 1 more turn. It's 13-15. Which is definitely not enough to KO. It's enough to, obviously, buy a turn, but... Definitely not enough to KO. Although Katsu does want to keep all their pieces, I suppose. Yeah, so the second one won't KO now. Maybe we don't commit, maybe we swing. In for a Benny, in for a bound. They do gain the block, which is annoying. There's still a hope with cash out. And destroying the Mask of Momentum is actually kind of impactful. What do we want? We want the draw. And then we just want the attacks. Pick card, 3 rounds on me. We have ways to replenish our silver. 3 rounds on me is definitely good against them. Never Remembrance. Tiger Swipe. 1 silver, it's fine. So, what do we do? Hey, Black Belt, thanks for the vote of confidence. We're already burnt through our combo, though. We didn't KO. But, it's still a match. Technically, we have the advantage now, so... We're doing alright. Maybe we can get the gold. Maybe we can stack up enough silver for another attempt. We still have 1 final act, and we still have 1 encore. This round's on me definitely neuters Ninja, and the fact they got rid of their mask. Oh, into another pig card too. Maybe we get some more silver. They didn't double up on anything. Tiger Swipe came up the most last. No, Mind State came up. No, we'll do Remembrance. Yeah, 1 roll. It's fine. Maybe we should have stashed that and then swung. That might have been a little bit better. They have to block with something from hand, or the tunic. Or give us gold, I suppose. We'd swung. I don't think we could have gone to block. I feel like they could have still taken some damage. I mean, we've got the pieces again. They don't have masks, so this is all kind of pointless, right? I'm hoping it doesn't actually still work with stab wounds. What's the exact wording? This hits they lose where X number of times a dagger is hit. Yeah, they don't count as hits. Question is, we block. I think we block, cash out, and hold. We don't want that to land. No tigers, please. Yeah, so next turn is worrisome, but we have still basically full HP. So we can tome, and then just cash out, sit on the encore, and hope. We know for sure we can do one small final act. We need lead the charge, and we need the other final act to get off. Actually, I guess the better thing to do would be then to grab the final act now. Does that matter? Cost-wise, it matters. Right, cash that stuff out. Grab one. I've been playing Flesh and Blood since 2019. I do remember when it first came out. No, actually, that's not the correct way to say it, I suppose. I've been collecting Flesh and Blood since the start. Playing properly, probably the last 2 years or so. I like combo decks more so than the competitive nature. I can understand the strategy and everything, and Flesh and Blood is a wonderfully crafted game, but it's not truly for me. This is what I like. I used to play Brute. With stacks, gets +1. We have to hold everything. Because we're just hoping to KO them. So it's either they KO us this turn, or we fish or lead the charge, and then we KO them. I suppose we do want one more blue, though. I don't think they can do enough damage. Especially not without the Mask Momentum. Plus that doesn't have Golgan, right? I think they messed up. Oh no, there you go, Razor Reflex. Which still means they won't have enough cards. I think what they really want to do is undo that, create the Tiger, use the Tiger, right? Because they already growled. And then that would activate Pouncing Q, P, however you say it. But I'm curious why they haven't. They haven't used it the whole game, which is interesting. They're playing it as though they want Mask Momentum. Melody, by far. The only hero with a solid combo. But after that, Shyana. And Prism is getting close, because we're thinking up a pretty fancy combo. But I could go for just a huge final act. Hours. Hours every day. I basically do. No, I have an interesting concept in mind for new Prism. We'll have to see how it pans out, though. Okay, so we burn through the silver first. If need be, we can use cash in on it. Or I can pitch 2, float the resource. Wait, I need to actually think about this. So if we play cash in, we float 1 resource. We get 2 cards back. As long as they're blue, we can continue with silver. We have 1 card to pitch into final act. Yeah, no, that's better. We need lead the charge here. That's our 1 win con, basically. We get a lead the charge and a blue, we're happy. The eye definitely helps out. See? So next time we play an action card with 1 or greater, gain an action point. That is perfect. And we can draw into it. So we go top. Keep the blue first though. So we should be able to KO Katsuya. Burn through the blues. So even if we draw a red, we have 2 final acts. Yeah, so no matter what we draw, we can burn through the silver and still get the 2 final acts off. I don't think I have any more reds though in the deck, so definitely be fine. Alright, and then we go lead the charge. Then we can final act from hand. Doesn't really matter. And the first one is doing 15, and then the second one is 18. So we should be able to get 10 damage across, surely. This is the first extended match we've won. Well, I don't count my chickens yet, I suppose. This should be the first extended match we have a solid chance of winning. Because usually we just don't have enough damage after the first final act goes. Right, but now we can final act again. Yep. 4 final acts that game. And fairly decent damage too. Right, we pushed 61 damage. Compared to 18. The main thing I think they got it, though, was the fact that they got rid of Mask of Momentum so early, and they didn't use the Crouching Tiger. Even on their first turn, they could have Crouching Tiger to get to Mask of Momentum. Because they had Growl. They had played Growl, so Crouching Tiger was going to do damage. Interesting. Alright. I won't look for a game. We'll go over this a little bit more. So the concept that we're trying to get to work is a fatigue deck for Prism that then, you know what, it's no longer nasty either. It goes Phantasmal Symbiosis, X card, Fractal Replication. Phantasmal Symbiosis allows us to name a card as Illusionist, and then that makes Fractal Replication gain its abilities. So for instance, Last Ditch Effort is the one we're floating currently. Although Push Point could work too. So if we look at Last Ditch Effort, when you play, if you have no cards in your deck, it gains +4 and go again. Right? So the idea would be no cards in your deck, completely fatigue out. Then you go Phantasmal Symbiosis, Last Ditch Efforts, Fractal Replication, Fractal Replication. And because they're named, they stack, right? And because this is also self-replicating, right? The wording on this needs an errata, and if we get to the point of this actually working, we will show off exactly why. So it gains the base abilities of all, right? All Illusionist tag action cards. Meaning, it gains the ability of Phantasmal Symbiosis, so you can name something else as well, if you throw anything else into the chain. But then it also gains Last Ditch Effort. If we played 2 Last Ditch Efforts, it gains the ability twice. So now it's already at a +8. Then, if we play another Fractal Replication, it gains the 2 Last Ditch Efforts, the Fractal Replication, which then should then gain another 2 Last Ditch Efforts. So it should go 8, 8, then was that 12, then 20. That's the principle of the combo. Whether or not we can actually get it to work, I don't know, especially because Prism starts with lower HP. I mean, we could build it in Dromai. Absolutely not care about reds. Well, even the best red blocks are there, and we have access to Flamescale Furnace. The question is whether or not we can just mitigate enough damage through completely turtling, and then also get to the point where Last Ditch Effort procs. Problem is, it's definitely the strongest Go Again card. Because we want a card with Go Again so that Fractal Replication has Go Again. And then we don't have to throw in, like, Lead the Charge or anything like that. Yeah, where is it? It's not subtype. Well, not keyword. There we go. Go Again. It does have to be an attack. Oh, and we should probably do generic. There are... I should probably... You know, we'll look at illusionists first. There's not that many illusionists we go again. In fact, there might not be any. Yeah, so there's some okay ones. What's this? Once per turn when dragon control attacks. I mean, you could stack up... Burn them all, I suppose. No, it's an aura. Are we not? Oh, we're on actions. That's my bad. Right, action, and then we also need attack. Yeah, so our choices in Illusionist are bad. I mean, you could create a ton of Ash, I suppose. But we don't want anything with Phantasm. Because if it has Phantasm, then the Fractal Replication will gain Phantasm. But it's also why Fatigue is probably a bit better. To push past all the damage. There are ways to drop Phantasm. Because as it stands, Fractal Replication would gain Phantasm off the Symbiosis card. Which is the one weakness. So the idea would be to drain your opponent's block before then. Or at least make them submit to the damage before they can pop. I think overall Prism's better, because there are just a ton of light defensive cards. And yeah, look at this. There's no good illusionist attacks for us to replicate. The big thing about it is being able to grab something else. I mean, you could look at Draconic, I suppose. But Line Strike would make you discard too many times. And then there's nothing else with decent damage. I mean, you could do fun stuff. With, like, Life of the Party. Zal Speeding's an interesting one. Here we go again. We really want something cheap or something with a strong effect. Look at Draconic. I guess you go none, and then you go Draconic as a talent. So Blaze Headlong definitely works. Is there anything strong with like Rupture? I mean, making stuff Draconic is kind of cool. There could be good synergy there. Engulfing Flamewave could create a pretty big combo as well. I mean, it's easy enough to get to 4, it looks like. Making stuff cheap is really good. Oh no, what am I doing? These are all ninja cards. There was just a straight up gain damage equal to the chain links. That could be good. Yeah, no. I think the two options are either Red Hot or Nasty or Blasted Shepherd. I mean, even Lava Burst could be good. I mean, I guess it's an easier form of... No, but it doesn't have the Gogen. The Gogen's the big thing for Blasted Shepherd. The question is solely whether or not you could block enough. And then also pitch away the correct cards. What you need is a piece of equipment that allows you to get rid of cards. Then a 60 card deck is also an issue. Baby Turtle in a 20 card deck? A 40 card deck? Look at equipment. What am I trying to do? Type. We just need a solid way to spend. Why is Draconic still down here? So it needs to be generic or it needs to be illusionist. I guess we'll just do it one by one. We'll do generic first. So something that allows us to spend. The Halo Smiter comes to mind, but then that's only once. Vambrace you'd have to attack to then be able to burn. But you could... No, Vambrace takes up the Dreamweaver slot, which doesn't work. Oh, I was going to say, you could just take, like, Talishar, swing, and then attack. And then burn as much resources as you wanted to fatigue. To make sure that you weren't having to burn cards that you wanted to keep for the fatigue phase. Yeah, it seems like the Halo Smiter is the only one. Which is still good, because the prevent damage is nice. You have to name the source. Makes an issue. The simple fact that you can proc it as many times as you want. And then it gets destroyed. There's definitely a way to build this deck. And I should probably build them both. Whatever the Prism we're going for. Where's Prism's actual effect? Whenever you play Herald, whenever it's a Herald, it's put into Prism Soul. You may search deck for a Figment. To be honest, I wouldn't even care about the Figments. I just want Light Illusionist. Suppose we build them for Blitz, and then see how they turn out. And in which case, in Blitz we can play normal Prism. Right? And it is create a Spectral Shield, which is also really good. You can definitely do Fatigue with normal Prism. And it would be more than enough damage in Blitz. We spelled Tenacious wrong. Does that have an A in there? In there. Oh yeah, yeah. Alright, well that's basically my homework though. Build these decks. See how they turn out. Get rid of New Prism. I would like it for Classic Constructed though, because I want a fun deck for Classic Constructed, since Melody is not applicable. We'll look for one more Melody game, I think. Against Dash. And they're going first this time around. Oh, and they're running Samosa Shot. That's interesting. Adaptive plating for the arms. And the legs. Alright, so we just pick a card. This was sort of another combo I would have liked to do. Right, because you can stack it up 6 times. And then with the nut cranks, you can shoot. What's the ability? You may play an acknowledged item on the top of your deck as though it were instant. So it still requires 6 resources to do just that. These don't trigger off the weapon, do they? It's a hard ask to set everything up like that. Alright, so pick a card first. See what they've got. They have Twin Drive and Boom Grenades. Should pick a Boom Grenade. The most damage, so I guess I should play Fighting Spirit, but we can't benefit off it. We just stash the performance bonus. Nice thing is they're lower HP. Definitely helps out. Another pick a card. We're still in the setup phase, basically. Twin Drive... No, Expedite. For 6 with the 4? No, it's yellow, so it's 3 damage. It's only a 4. It's only a 5. God, we're short. I guess we're taking the Boom Grenade damage? It's unfortunate. But I wanna continue trying to fish for silver. I mean, we're still above them. Then just another Boom Grenade. They're a very slow deck, which is usually not so well performing in Blitz. It's curious that they are playing it. They either shoot... Do they crank? I wasn't paying attention. Have they been cranking? Well, they must have. Yeah, because they've got 1 action point. I feel like Symbiote's shot is really just... You're meant to just pop it at the end every time. I mean, they might be able to get more items here. It's hard to know what's... I guess they're still fishing. The cards on top. Yeah, because both of them were normal Mechanologist. Do I submit the lead the charge? I think we have to mitigate some more damage. We're taking the Boom Grenade as well. They might just be able to whittle us down because of the items. They have Core, they have Heist, they don't have items again. I think their deck is just stacked wrong. I can just adapt to plating this as well. Adaptive plating's so weird. It almost, if it had, not Blade Break, but Battle Worn, right? So then you could still galvanize the bonus. You could then still move it slot-wise. Or if you moved it, reset, something like that. Would have been better. They can probably do 8, which is unfortunate. We have some silver. We have half the combo. Wow, actually, this is still not a great hand to go into it. And the problem is I have to let damage through, otherwise I won't be able to attack. But we know they have stronger cards as well, and they've got the 2 resources, so they can probably... No, they're playing Tekla. Okay, that was a mistake if I was at 3. They definitely could have attacked again and then shot. Because well, maybe they liked what was on top of their deck. We hold pick a card. I guess we just start going through the blues. Play the Tunic. Play the gold. Burn Ripple away. There's the Art Wall. So we can do that. Still need a final act, though. There's the final act. And there's the Encore. Resources are horrible at this point, though. Like, we have silver to burn, but... God. We don't want yellows and reds. Yeah. That sucks. It's a very tiny final act, and it won't do the job. It's doing 9, and then the second one does 11. I mean, it's enough to get rid of their hand, but then we're so low as it is. It's just not going to do it. They need to block 6. They still have another one, yeah, and then just one card from hand. I guess they don't know what they want to get rid of. They have a reaction? No. Oh, they galvanized. What did they... Destroy an item you control. A little confused there, what they galvanized. There is 60. We're back to playing defensively. Our hand is just not for it. We take 1. We're open to the shot, so we have to do that. Yeah, and expedite. Now they can just shoot us in the face. Oh, maximum velocity end off. Still, we've been having fairly close games. I don't know why. I guess my mentality's changed and I'm just not playing it as strictly combo anymore. Interesting. But I think we'll leave it there. I have some illusions decks to build, right? Hopefully that combo sounds interesting. And we performed pretty well today. I think we got a couple wins. Anyway, everyone's still hanging around. Thank you. Anyone watching post.